America is currently facing a huge economic crisis, but this is nothing new for the residents of North Minneapolis. High unemployment and high school dropout rates make finding employment difficult. Add a possible criminal record, and work is nearly impossible to find. Summit Academy Opportunities Industrialization Centers, or OIC, is here to help. It is a non-profit accredited educational and vocational training center. It's designed to empower adults and prepare youth in the most economically depressed neighborhoods in the Twin Cities.
We prepare people to enter the mainstream of economic stability and family stability. We prepare youth for their roles as adults, and we prepare adults for the world of work so that they can take care of their families.
In 2003, Summit Academy began 100 Hard Hats.
That means I got to reposition my board.
It's a program that trains students in the construction trades. The program offers pre-apprentice carpentry, plumbing, electrical, and heavy construction laborer training.
The 100 Hard Hats program was a direct result of frustration with the inability to really figure out how do you help African American men. Here was a group of people who did not understand the industry, did not know how to get into it, but if properly trained, if properly oriented, could become a workforce of the future.
100 Hard Hats takes students with a high school diploma or GED. It takes them through an orientation process and insists on 85% attendance. The program accepts people from all backgrounds and trains both men and women. Eddie Jackson, a former student at Summit Academy OIC, entered the program to help him get back on his feet.
Before I started at Summit, I was in a federal halfway house, just been released from federal custody, and a gentleman came over to the halfway house and did like a little seminar on the Summit Academy training program, and from there it sparked my interest.
The training is 20 weeks long. The first 10 weeks cover the basics and everyone is trained as a carpenter. In the second 10 weeks, you choose your specialty trade: painting, plumbing, advanced carpentry, sheet metal, residential electrical, or welding.
The training really is divided into several phases. The first phase is the classroom. From the classroom, you move to the lab, where you will get hands-on experience. From the lab, you get a field experience, and then from there, you're placed into a job.
When I say network, right, what are we supposed to do?
In addition to construction trade training, the participants have access to life training skills as well. This is why Summit Academy formed a partnership with the Network for Better Futures.
1, 2, 3.
The Network for Better Futures is a social enterprise designed to promote the recovery, resiliency, and prosperity of high-risk adults. These adults are primarily African American men with histories of incarceration, substance abuse, mental illness, chronic unemployment, and homelessness.
Thank you.
We complement the workforce development activities at Summit by providing immediate access to housing, short-term work and a work crew, and a community experience. Every man is also enrolled in a health plan and has access to primary health care. So it's this cohesive network of support that complements what our partners do.
Eddie Jackson came to us from Summit Academy. From the very beginning, he came to us and it was obvious to me that this was a young man who was dedicated to making some very sincere change in his life.
Joanne Hager is another former student at Summit Academy OIC. She too felt that 100 Hard Hats could set her on the road to self-sufficiency.
Well, for the last 8 years, I've been taking care of my dad. He's had advanced Parkinson's, but at the same time, we were very low income, and we have 3 kids. So it's been pretty taxing on my husband to allow me to take care of my dad all this time.
Joanne found Summit Academy after seeing an ad in the local newspaper. She trained her second 10 weeks to become a heavy construction laborer and used that time to make other changes in her life.
I thought I'll use this time to shed some weight. So at the end of that 10 weeks, I lost 40 pounds and I was walking 2 miles a day and feeling more and more like myself every day.
Job placement is a very important component of the 100 Hard Hats program. They have graduated over 300 people, placing over 70% of them in jobs. Jobs at both the Minnesota Twins and U of M Gophers stadiums.
We have great partners with people like Olympic Drywall, which just got a major deal at the stadium, Mortensen, Thor, and other companies, including Vite, who regularly hire our people and know that they can produce for them.
A representative from Mortensen came over to Summit Academy and told us about a construction project over here at the Twins ballpark, and he made us an offer. I feel blessed to have been in a position, to take advantage of that situation.
I was fortunate enough to be interviewed by Northland Concrete right before we ended the last of our training. I work with great people here, and it couldn't be a more custom fit job for me. So I'm very happy.
We believe the best social service program in the world is a job. And you have to have skills that people are willing to pay a decent wage for so that you can take care of your family. The average guy earned $5,500 a year before coming to Summit. Our average placement wage is now over $17 an hour. So in 20 weeks, you can go from $5,000 a year to $36,000 a year by yourself, first day on the job.
The 100 Hard Hats program has also partnered with Hennepin County, with whom they share a symbiotic relationship.
Hennepin County has been a partner in this venture from early on. This is directly aimed at ensuring that Hennepin County does not have to spend money keeping a man in jail or taking care of his children and family. These people want to become Hennepin County taxpayers, and they want to help Hennepin County businesses thrive so that our entire region is strong.
100 Hard Hats is actually strengthening and changing the outcomes for hundreds of men and women in our community. They are providing them with an education, training, and a trade, which will benefit all of us for many years to come.
Oh, this has done tremendous things for me. I can, lead, a meaningful life and also provide, some support, for my 17-year-old daughter.
For the first time in our lives, my husband and my life, we are going to be self-sustainable.
Self-sustainability and sufficiency is what we all strive for in our lives. Summit Academy OIC and its partners are making sure that it's not only possible, but probable.